everybody, Erica Serwin here from Pink Buckaroo Designs, and I have a really cute 3D project for you today featuring the super cute little elephant stamp. Now, at first glance, I thought this was a baby set, and it can be, but it also can be other things too. To my friend, hello, a little kindness is a big thing. I think that's my favorite sentiment. Celebrate your day. So I've created some other projects that aren't just for baby. Now, when I design 3D projects, I'm always on the hunt for special treats that kind of coordinate with the stamp set. And so I thought, okay, elephants and peanuts. You know, that's kind of boring. But I was thinking and I was looking, and then my daughter said to me, Mom, what about Nutter Butters? They're the shape of a peanut. I was so excited. I never would have thought about that, but she's right. Nutter Butters are the shape of peanuts. And I think my friends would rather get a treat of Nutter Butters than just some peanuts, don't you? All right, so I designed the box to hold one of these. These are individual size peanut Nutter Butters. Get them at the grocery store. Our grocery store sells them like this or in a box, and I bought a box of 12 packs, I think, because, you know, my girls, they like their Nutter Butters. So we're going to make a little treat box and to my friend, but you could change that to happy birthday, teacher, whatever. It's just a fun little pick-me-up. All right, well, let's get started. Let's make the box first. Now, before I get started with these measurements, I want to tell you that this project was originally made during Facebook Live. This is a clean recording, so you can go back and reference it without all the chatter and stuff that happens during Facebook Live. But in the description on YouTube of this video, there's a link to the original post that has all three projects. You'll find this PDF under the third picture. You can hop over there, print it, save it, whatever you want, but it has all the measurements. Well, all the measurements and all the products that I used, as well as 2 other projects that you could make with your little elephant. So make sure you look for that, and don't worry about scrambling to write all this down. Just hop over there and save it. We're going to start with a piece of crumb cake cardstock that measures 6.5 by 8.5. Now on the long side, the 8.5 inch side, we're going to score it at 1 1/4 and 7 1/4. And on the short side, we're going to score it at 1 1/4, 3, 4 1/4, and 6. All right, so we can set that aside. Now take your scissors, and the first thing we're going to do is cut off these 2 end pieces. They're the little skinny rectangles that you see at the end, like that. Okay, now with this long skinny tab, I want you to cut a diagonal on each end. Just cut those corners off, okay? Now we're just gonna cut up all these score lines right like this. So cut the score lines stopping at the horizontal score line. All right, now we're gonna take this one right here, this one on the end next to the skinny ones, and we're gonna cut about 3/4 of it off. Okay, leave some of it, but cut off about 3/4. And then cut those corners off too. All right, you'll see this is the lid, and this is just gonna help it close and stay closed. All right, so this is what your piece looks like now. You see that? All right, so go ahead and fold in. If you have your bone folder, burnish all those lines to give you some nice crisp folds. And then you're gonna wanna grab your tear and tape. Tear and tape is strong adhesive, and it's gonna keep your box together. Now we're gonna fold it up like this. Remember, this piece is the lid, so we're just gonna kind of push that out to the side. And these sides are gonna go in, and this one's gonna fold up. So I'm gonna take my tear and tape and put some there, and put some right here on this one. All right, now the tricky thing of getting the backing off while making a video, it's always simple when I'm not making a video, but it likes to be ornery. when I am making a video. Well, I have to pull out the tools then. There we go, the scissors. It really isn't very difficult at all. There we go, goodness. All right, let me get that little bit folded in. So fold this one in. Now this adhesive is gonna stick to that one. And this adhesive, uh-oh, I didn't get all of that backing off. There we go. This adhesive folds up just like that. Now we're gonna do the same thing with these. So tear off a piece of your adhesive. This is our strongest adhesive. Tombow liquid glue is also good, but you have to wait for some drying time. All right, and then we're gonna put a little bit on this guy right here. All right, now fold the one that has no adhesive in first, then the other side, and fold up. And there's your box. Now these guys are the little flaps that hold it all down. See how that works? All right, so let's put our Nutter Butters inside. Perfect fit. And close it up. Love it. Now I chose to use our Animal Expedition Designer Series paper. There's no elephants in this paper, but I think jungle looking paper with a giraffe print will work well with our elephants. All right, now I'm gonna put that right there on the lid. Uh-oh, it didn't get that guy stuck in. Fold them down in like that. All right, now let's move that aside and do some stamping. Now when you stamp your little elephant, you need to stamp them, oh, I've got glue dots. You need to stamp them spread out. As you can see, when I punch this is gonna be sticking out. We don't wanna put them too close together, okay? I think if you left about a ½ inch between each one, you'd be all right. Now I chose to use Lovely Lipstick, one of my favorite colors. And I'm gonna do one here. One here, and then I think I'm going to turn my paper, give me some room, and do one there. All right, now I have another video if you are wanting to punch out both of your elephants at the same time, the baby and the mama. Then I have another video with a card that shows you how to line those up on your block really easily. Make sure you check that out on my YouTube channel. All right, that was simple. Now we're going to line them up, and I'm going to do this with dimensionals, regular size dimensionals. And I'm going to start with a guy in the middle so we have good placement. And then we'll do one over here, and I'm going to put his little trunk kind of behind. And then one more, and his little tail behind, kind of like that guy's in the front. Now, ahead of time, I cut out some hearts from Balmy Blue. This is our support ribbon framelit, and I'm using this tiny heart right here. But I went ahead and cut those out ahead of time. And I'm just gonna use a glue dot to stick that right in the middle of each one. All right, now let's stamp our sentiment. I'm gonna bring that piece of Whisper White over. And it says, "To my friend," and I'm going to stamp it right here in the bottom corner. There we go. Now, if you have your trimmer, you probably would want to use that, but I'm going to just do my scissors. All right, now we're just going to trim this to the height of the word, right? Just as tall as the word is. And then over here, I'm going to cut a V. So I'm going to start by cutting a little line right there. And then I'm going to cut from this diagonal to the top of the line, and this diagonal to the other top of the line like that. Okay? Now, we're going to make a little flag here for this. And I'm just going to use some good old toothpicks, you guys. Just a toothpick. Nothing fancy. And as you can see, the toothpick's a little too big. So I'm just going to take my scissors and snap it in half. And a little glue dot, and you can kind of roll it so that it'll stick behind there, and put that so that it's in his trunk. Now for this, I'm gonna actually put a glue dot on the end, but then I'm gonna put a mini dimensional right here. See that? And I'm gonna stick it to my toothpick. There we go, with this little banner, so cute. All right, now get some lovely lipstick grosgrain ribbon. Tie yourself a little bow. And I kind of want it relatively small so that it's not covering things up too much. Let's see if I can get this adjusted. Pull those little loops and the little legs until you have the right size bow. And then snip, snip, and there we have it. Last thing we need is one more glue dot. I'm at the end of my glue dots, yikes. And there you go. A fun 3D treat using the little elephant. How fun. Those would make good class treats too, don't you think, for a little preschool or kindergarten class? Oh, I like it. All right, you guys, make sure you click on that link, hop over, print off that PDF, and you'll have everything you need to create these on your own. Let me know if you have questions. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.